Chapter 10. Woe to those who write wicked laws, for the reasons that they write them are evil. To deny equal rights to the poor, and snatch away justice from the needy, to loot the orphans and ravage the widows. So, what will you do in the day of inspection, when hard times come from afar? Yes, whom will you run to for aid, and to whom will you give all your wealth? For won't you be forced to be slaves? And if you should hide under those who are killed, you'll see that this won't bring an end to his rage, for his hand will still be held high. Woe to Assyria, the rod of my wrath, those who hold my rage in their hands. But on that lawless nation, I'll also send rage. I'll order my people to plunder and loot them, then trample their cities and turn them to dust. But now, they aren't thinking about this, for their souls have failed to reflect. No, Assyria's king doesn't know. He just wants to destroy many nations. He'll ask, "Am I not your sole ruler? Isn't all above Babylon mine, as well as Calneh, where the tower was built? Haven't I conquered Arabia, as well as Samaria and Damascus? Thus, in the same way that I've taken all these, I will conquer the rest. So shriek, O carvings in Jerusalem. For as I did to Samaria and her idols, those things that they made with their hands, I'll also do to Jerusalem and to all of the idols that are there." But, after Jehovah completes all these things that he'll do to Jerusalem and Zion, he'll arise and strike that great mind. Yes, the mind of Assyria's king, and the haughty glory of his eyes. For this great ruler has dared to say, "I will act in a very strong way, and, in my wisdom and great understanding, I'll remove the boundaries of nations and bring an end to their powers. I'll shake the cities in which they all live, and grab hold of the people who live there as I'd take a bird's nest in my hands, and then I'll deport the survivors. No, none will evade or oppose me. They'll just open their mouths and let out a chirp. Does the axe really have any glory unless there is someone to swing it? Does the saw really have any value unless there is someone to draw it? And can a rod swing itself? So dishonor will replace all his honor, and this will be done by Jehovah of armies. Upon his glory he'll send fire, and that king will be consumed by its flames. Then this fire will serve as Israel's light, for he'll make her holy through fire, which will eat her like grass in the woods in that day. It will burn through her mountains, forests, and hills, and devour all the life from her flesh. Then those who flee will be running from flames. And very few will remain. An infant could write down their numbers. But in that day, those who remain in Jerusalem won't go along with what's bad anymore. For the sons of Jacob, who then will be saved, won't put up with those who have wronged them. They will only be yielding to God and to the truths of Israel's most holy one. Then, those of Jacob who survive will return to their Almighty God. And the people of Israel will then grow to be as many as the sands of the seas from the very few that were left. So this matter will be finished in justice, for Jehovah is the one who is drawing the line. Yes, Jehovah of armies will act throughout the world of mankind. For this reason, Jehovah of armies has said, "Don't fear the Assyrians, my people. Yes, you who are dwelling in Zion, although they'll strike with a rod and distress you as they're marching towards Egypt. In a very short time, my anger will end, and I'll turn my rage towards their plans. The God of armies, Jehovah, will rise and bring calamity upon them as he did to Midian's people in the place of oppression. For his rage will be expressed by the sea as they are traveling towards Egypt. Their terrible yoke he'll lift from your shoulders after he has destroyed them. They'll enter the city of Angai, but they will bypass Megiddo. Then they'll drop their weapons at Michmash. They'll enter the valley at Angai, so those in Ramah will be gripped with fear, and the city of Saul will then flee. At that time, O daughter of Gallim, your voice will sound just like snorting. And be careful, O you, at Lachish, and you at Anathoth must also be wary. There'll be fear in Gebim and Madmenah. To survive, you must all band together as Assyria is marching your way. O daughter of Zion, you must then flee to the mountains and gather upon Jerusalem's hills. O Lord, Jehovah of armies, how your strength has scattered the famous and broken the insolence of the haughty, to teach them the need to be humble. For the haughty will all be cut down with swords, and Lebanon will fall with the rest of the proud.